After a surge in crime against mail carriers following the pandemic, the U.S. Postal Service is now reporting a recent decline in the robberies and mail theft complaints.
And here in the Las Vegas Valley, there has still been recent incidents. Fox 5's Sophia Brinsma has practical steps to help protect your mail and your packages during the holidays.
USPS and the Postal Inspection Service report enforcement and security changes are showing results nationwide this year. Letter carrier robberies down by 19%, mail theft complaints down by 34%, and arrests in letter carrier robbery cases up 73%. All because Project Safe Delivery launched in May of 2023.
And the technology has advanced drastically over the past several years. The USPS has made significant advancements to making it more secure for the physical safety of mail, including hardening blue collection boxes to make them harder to break into.
They say since 2023, tens of thousands of hardened blue boxes and electronic locking mechanisms have been strategically deployed in high postal crime areas, with 28,000 electronic locking mechanisms installed. Locally, Las Vegas has seen mail crime in recent years. Metro recorded around 600 mail theft and carrier assault incidents last year, and the National Association of Letter Carriers reports 30 attacked or robbed in the Las Vegas Valley over the past 3 years. Complaint data also shows activity across the valley, with higher complaint totals reported in these zip codes. Sophia Brinsma, Fox 5 News, local Las Vegas.
Well, to protect your household, the Postal Inspection Service recommends simple steps, especially during the holidays. Promptly pick up mail, don't send cash, and use more secure options instead, and arrange a prompt pickup if you aren't at home.